My beloved child, I see you. I know what you've endured. I know the unseen battles, the hidden wounds, the pressure you carried silently while still showing up to serve, to love, to remain faithful. I witnessed the nights when darkness pressed in so tightly, you wondered if you'd survive the next morning. The attack wasn't just external. It crept into your mind, your heart, your very sense of worth. The enemy's aim was not casual. It was calculated, designed to drain your strength, silence your voice, erase your identity, and bury you beneath the weight of survival. But look at you, still standing, still breathing, still seeking my presence, still waiting to hear my voice. Now hear this. What hell designed to break you, I will now use to reveal you. This is more than recovery. It's redemptive reversal. The places where the enemy struck hardest, your peace, your name, your clarity, your calling, are the very places where I'm about to move with greatest power. What tried to silence you will now raise your voice. What tried to humiliate you will become your crowning testimony. What tried to isolate you will usher in deep covenant relationships. What nearly broke your soul will now awaken your spirit. While you were fighting to survive, I was forming something sacred. What was meant to define you with pain, I've used to refine you with purpose. Shame tried to mute you, but I've built humility and compassion instead. Fear tried to paralyze you, but I sharpened your discernment, anchored your prayer life, and grounded you in my presence. And now, because you stayed, because you chose me when it didn't make sense, heaven responds, not with explanation, but with activation. I counted every tear, every time you forgave when revenge was easier, every time you worshiped with a crushed heart, every time you showed up when disappearing felt safer. Heaven took note. What you sowed in tears, you're about to reap in authority. This next season isn't about defending your past. It's about walking confidently in what I've built through it. Let me say this clearly. You are not a product of your pain. You are living proof of my power. It's time to stop carrying your story like it's still unfolding. You're not in the same chapter anymore. You were tested, refined, proven. The fire didn't destroy you. It marked you with visibility in the spirit. Your scars aren't signs of failure. They're evidence of victory. The enemy didn't end your story. He unintentionally helped prepare the stage. Yes, I will use every betrayal, every misunderstood word, every forgotten season. I don't just give double for your trouble. I give divine purpose for your process. Nothing was wasted. It was all being harvested. Now the unveiling begins, not with fanfare, with obedience, not with spotlight, with fruit. Your life is about to speak louder than your voice ever has. Your presence will carry peace. Your words will carry power. Your prayers will pierce the darkness. You will not strive. You will simply become. You're not who you were before the fire, and you are not the person the enemy hoped you'd become. You are stronger, softer, wiser, quieter in spirit, louder in impact. This is not a reset. This is a release. Step forward, not with fear, not with apology, but with the quiet confidence of someone who knows. Asterisk, asterisk, God not only kept me, He's now calling me forward. Asterisk, asterisk, To the version of you that smiled through tears, encouraged others while healing in silence, I saw you, not from a distance, but from deep nearness. I saw your costly decisions, the integrity that no one applauded, the compassion you gave to those who didn't deserve it, the silence you chose when you could have retaliated. You didn't need to shout to be heard in heaven. I heard you. Always. You weren't being ignored. You were being formed. I watched how you navigated delay without turning bitter, how you stayed faithful when others disappeared. And every time you've asked, did that matter? I say asterisk, asterisk, yes. It all mattered. Asterisk, asterisk, you didn't just survive. You grew, quietly, steadily, beneath the surface. And now, you've become someone I can trust with more. You've traded applause for alignment, validation for obedience, recognition for commission. That shift didn't happen in public. It happened in silence and wilderness and weeping, and I honor that process. Let me now tell you who you are, not based on anyone else's opinion, but based on what I see. You are loyal, brave, resilient, pure-hearted, sensitive but not fragile, powerful yet not performative, and most of all, asterisk, asterisk, you are mine. Always, asterisk, asterisk, you've tried to prove, justify, shrink to fit. But I never asked for performance. I asked for proximity. Your next season won't be fueled by effort. It will be rooted in asterisk intimacy. You've let circumstances name you. Let pain shape your posture. Let loss cloud your value. But I want you to know this. They didn't walk away because you lacked value. They walked because they lacked vision. They couldn't see what I was growing, but I could. And now it's time. Don't carry the old version of yourself into the new room. You are no longer a survivor. Asterisk, asterisk, you are a steward of glory. Asterisk, asterisk, the delay is breaking. The ground is shifting. The door is opening. Be ready, not just in action, but in identity. And let this truth settle in your spirit. Asterisk, asterisk, what tried to break you is now what I will use to bless you. Asterisk, asterisk, this is your commissioning. This is your becoming. This is the beginning of everything I've prepared in you. I am revealing your real strength, not the kind that depends on hype or bursts of energy, but the kind that comes from a place of peace. Even when the pressure is high, you are not being destroyed, you are being defined. The fire you are walking through is not meant to take you out, but to remove what you no longer need. It is clearing away false stories, lies you believed about who you are not, dependence on applause, addiction to outcomes, the fear of not being enough, and the fear of being too much. This fire is not punishment. It is preparation. It is producing something in you that could not be formed any other way. That is why I allowed it not to harm you, but to trust you with a testimony that carries real weight. You have been hidden long enough. You have felt small for too long. You have been shrinking yourself just to survive. But I did not create you to shrink. I made you to stand. The fire is awakening what has been buried under fear. It is bringing to life the part of you that knows how to pray when no one is watching, how to worship with no reason except love, how to keep moving even when your steps are slow and heavy. This is the version of you I am calling forward now. This is not a mistake or an interruption. This is a moment of revelation. You are not disqualified. You are not behind. You are not forgotten. You are formed, you are ready, you are marked, and you are standing exactly where my fire meets your faith, not to burn you, but to brand you with an authority that can only come through fire. You were made for this fire, and soon you will not just survive it, you will carry it. You have carried more than most people will ever know. You have walked through your days with a brave face while your soul longed for rest. You have kept showing up when your faith felt paper thin. You have served others while privately wondering if I still saw you. In those moments when you started to question your strength, your value, your calling, I was closer than you realized. I was not watching you with a checklist, nor was I disappointed in your tiredness. I was moved by your honesty, your hunger, your stillness in the silence. You thought I needed more from you to be pleased, but I never asked you to perform. I only asked you to stay close. You have been harder on yourself than I have ever been. You measure your worth by your emotional steadiness, your productivity, your ability to hold it all together. But I never called you to be impressive. I called you to be honest. I never asked you to feel strong, I just asked you to stay near. You are not behind, you are not weak, you are not failing. You are in process, and you are being formed for something sacred. What you feel now is not proof something is wrong with you. It is evidence something powerful is being built inside you. That kind of building carries weight. It presses, but it purifies. I want you to know I am not disappointed in you, not for struggling, not for doubting, not for feeling exhausted. I do not define you by how long you can keep up appearances. I define you by who I made you to be. And that version of you is very much alive beneath the pressure. I see the one who still whispers my name, even when you are unsure what I am doing. I see the one who still worships with tears running down their face. I see the one who stays not because it is easy, but because they love me. I receive every one of those moments you think no one noticed, heaven saw, and I did too. You have wondered what I think about you. I trust you. I trust the way you respond to my gentle whispers. I trust how your heart softens, even when it is tired. I trust the way you come back again and again, even when you do not feel worthy. I am not building a perfect follower. I am building a faithful one. I am not asking you to impress me. I am asking you to walk with me. Those who walk with me, even in weakness, are the ones I raise up with true authority. You are one of them. So I want to invite you back to simplicity, back to presence, back to sitting with me in the quiet. Not to perform, not to get it right, but just to breathe again. Just to be with me, without pressure. Just to remember I am not a distant God calling you to catch up. I am a present Father calling you to rest in who I have always said you are. You do not have to fight for your identity. You already have it. You do not need to chase clarity. I am your clarity. I do not need you to look strong right now. I need you to look at me. Come back to that place where the pressure breaks, to the space where striving ends. Remember, I am not holding your mistakes over your head. I am holding your heart in my hands. I have never been surprised by your story. I have always seen the end from the beginning. I knew where you would hesitate, where you would fall, how the fire would stretch you. And still I called you, chose you, trusted you with this weight, not because of your perfection, but because of your posture. Even when you have been unsure of me, I have never been unsure of you. You are still chosen, still seen, still carrying what I placed in you before you stepped into this pressure. Nothing has disqualified you. Nothing has removed my presence. The silence was not absence, it was preparation. I have been forming in you the kind of depth that applause cannot give and resistance cannot take away.